have a look at what was it? Adam Sandler, Spaceman. Because I wanted, this is a non-spoiler review because I would like you to see it. I want to see, is there a Wikipedia page about it here? Because this was exactly the sort of thing I would like to see more of, right? It's a really introspective, interesting, low budget sci-fi movie, right? And that works so well on a streaming service. Like we've all, a lot of people have big screen TV, so you really get a I would say a great visual experience from this, from a very small budget. So just trying to think the best way to go around talking about this movie again without spoiling it. So you have Adam Sandler, who's a spaceman. Essentially, he's on this very, very long mission. It's like a year mission, 2-year mission, where he's out of range, right? And so he's the furthest man from Earth, and this is actually kind of irritating because I'm also watching a Constellation, which is virtually identical in a lot of ways. But yeah, virtually identical setup and sets, right? Identical setup and sets. So he's like 6 months into this mission. He's breaking up somewhat, right? You can see he's like cracking up somewhat. It's the loneliness is really like crushing in on him. At the same time, his personal life is falling apart and he doesn't really and he doesn't know it directly. His wife wants to break up with him, and Mission Control won't send him that message. So that's really the two main plots going into that movie that's interspersed with them. But like the depression, right? The depression of the depression and loneliness of Adam Sandler, his character, he does a fantastic job, right? It's like, I wonder if he's really depressed and lonely, because boy, is he selling it, right? He's really, 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 really selling it. And I would say it's a beautiful and nuanced performance of genuine depression after being ground down after day after day after day of relentless bleakness, right? So that's kind of a dark way of looking at it. So the mission is on by Jupiter. There's the sky's been sort of purpley. There's been this like weird purple lights going on in the sky, which comes from Jupiter. So he's on a mission to get particles from there so they can understand what the hell that is. So as the movie goes on, and again, not spoilers, everything I'm talking about is in the trailer, right? As the movie goes on, it's about the first third setting up, right? So then he starts to hear that there's like a communication device with his wife. He keeps calling his wife. His wife isn't answering because in her mind she's broken up. So and then when he tries to call her, he gets a message back, but it's not his wife, right? It's this voice that he doesn't know, right? It's like, who's this? How did you get on this line? Whatever, what's going on? And so they don't really know what's going on. Then a day or so later, and he's in this space. Again, the blue collar misery he has is really wonderfully portrayed. Like, for example, the toilet is broken, right? It keeps waking him up in the middle of the night, so he has to go and fix it because he's the only one there because he's all alone, right, in the middle of nowhere in night, right? And he's just like so insanely sick of it. So one day he gets up. Oh, also he takes these like sleeping drops. Yeah, great special effects, but they're so minimal that you really don't even notice them. When he goes to sleep, he takes 2 or 3 drops of this sleeping medicine, right? When they come out, the special effect, the CG is very good. The little bubbles float up into his mouth. So anyway, the toilet's broken. He goes to fix it. He opens it, and it sees there's a giant spider in there. And when I say a giant spider, it's about human size. It is huge, right? Absolutely huge. And the spider is like telepathically talks to him. Spider played by Paul Dano, who I always like. Paul Dano. Pretty much everything I've seen him in, I really like him. It's if this was made a few years ago, it would have been Kevin Spacey do the voice instead of Paul Dano. And he's a very he played, I think, the Riddler in that boring ass Batman movie, the Batman, right? He was very good in There Will Be Blood and in War and Peace. I really liked that War and Peace I had on a few years ago. He was great in that. So essentially, the spider is somewhat telepathic, and it's traveling through space. And he's like, I would like to help you in your emotional distress. And through it's like firstly, it's about building up a relationship between the two, between Sandler and the giant spider, who about halfway through they name the spider. What name they call him? Hanus, right? Hanus, an extrasexual spider. And they start exploring. So after that's done, they start exploring his memories together, right? So this is why people might not be in love with it, because where it goes is very woke, right? Well, not very woke. I don't know. Again, here's the thing: if I take this movie and I put it in 2012, or hopefully I put it in 2030, it won't seem woke, right? It seems like it's telling a kind of an interesting and poignant story. Right, but it's the reasons why his wife wants to separate with him, and they're not the reasons like he's had an affair or anything like that. They're much more subtle and real than that, right? And so basically, this relationship brings him to revelation and life change as he reaches the denouement of the movie, which again I don't want to spoil for you. But I found it very satisfying, right? I found this to be a movie about love, connection, and friendship. Love, connection, and friendship about somebody who finds it very painful and terrifying to connect, to stop, to connect with other people, right? And I think that this. And he saw how it was destroying his life. And I think this connection he builds with the space spider is life-changing. Again, I think the performance by Paul Dano, spot on. Absolutely love this. It's directed by, who was it again? The guy who did... Oh, Max Richter did the music. I love Max Richter. He did the music for The Leftovers. Wow, okay, 40 million budget in this day and age. I guess it's not that big, right? 107 minutes. But who's the director? Oh, directed by Johan Renck. Yeah, so it's got a very nice European feel to it. I do like this director though. He's done quite a few good things. Also, he did music as well. Apparently, he did discography, singles. No, don't know. Film, right? Downloading Nancy. Never heard of it. Actually, I think I have. What is this? A 2000 drama directed by Johan Renck, starring Mario Bello and Jason Patrick, loosely based on the death of Sharon. It was who sought out somebody who would torture her to death. The film, okay, I haven't seen that, right? So on TV, so Spaceman on TV did Breaking Bad. Oh man, good episodes of Breaking Bad. Breakage is awesome. Walking Dead. I can't remember Battles as well. Bates Motel, I think I saw one episode. Halt and Catch Fire, I quite like. So he actually does some good stuff on TV. Shut Eye, don't know that. Bloodline rings a bell. So he did Chernobyl. That was awesome, right? That was in 2019. That was absolutely awesome. So I like his work, after this, I'm excited to see more of his work. But again, it was a nice contemplative movie, right? It was a movie that they don't really have the budget to make on the big screen anymore, and that's why I think it fits so beautifully on Netflix. This is what streaming services are for, right? So I think it's for me, big recommend, right? Big recommend. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.